Got Chicago, only way to keep calm and stroke world's have a serene mind, Paul for the penitentiary. Yeah, I'm over here with 6'11". You know, he don't play ball. He got a lot of degrees, and being a black man, I know how tall he is. He always got racism. You know, like I said, I was talking about yesterday how when I worked at Beverly Park, I had my color supreme, the gangster white with ties, and they used to throw bricks at blacks back in the day. So yeah, the peace that come from God. Now it's not gonna come from the world. You know. I study Korean karate, Taoism, that's yin and yang, negative and positive. Wherever you go, got negative and good and bad spirits around you. Right now, you know, we got, wickedness in a high place. I don't know if the mayor's going to win now because, see, I got a photographic memory. I remember how I couldn't go to the beach in the summertime, but you go to Benny's and get a drink. You know, I've been drinking 33 years, and I haven't smoked a joint 33 years. I've been gambling 33 years. And history of Chicago. The policy kings were the Jones brothers. My friend, God bless his soul, Mac Jones, on the South Side. You know, they had a movie came out called The Policy Kings. The government took it from the Policy Kings and it turned down the legislative lottery. You know, and they supposed to. That's true. They supposed to gave the money.
Exactly what happened.
Yeah, they supposed to gave the money to the schools, but you know, nowadays the kids ain't learning about God; they're learning about sex education. So this is Walt. You all seen him in the video. We got another guy on the sideline. I think he's on the indictment or something. He's on this. No, he's not on the indictment. Joking. Don't take that serious on YouTube. But he's low key. But he's a guy.
The police might come looking for him.
Yeah, but we never. But you know, it's cool to be a square. We ain't carrying no guns. You know, I had military stuff. I get at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we was the Sun Times business. And back in the '60s, people were addicted to the paper. Sun Times. If they didn't get that paper, they would have air race hell the next day because, see, back in the 60s, Walt, you remember, they didn't have the TV like they had to do today. Now they can turn on your phone and watch 24-hour TV. They had the TV come on late at night time, like 10 o'clock at night. So the people were wanting to see that morning paper. So I delivered the papers in the blizzard, you know. So don't nobody want to work today. So I'm over here with Big Walter. I ain't even call him Big Bird, but how you doing, Walt?
Hey, my name is Big Bird. That's my nickname, Walter. It's okay. That was my nickname in college. I played ball, played a lot of ball. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Experienced a lot of things. I grew up in foster homes most of my early life. And I was placed in special ed classes.
How old are you now, Walt?
I'm 73 years old,
wow.
And I'm still living.
Wow,
that's a blessing.
How is it being 73 years old, being a black man, and you 6'11"?
Well, it's good in one way because I got my health and strength. Jesus got me up this morning, but I experienced a lot of discrimination being a 6'11" black man from both white people and black people. Some people have what is called a Napoleonic complex. Napoleon, I think, he was in around 5'3", and he conquered at least 1/3 of the world.
And he was scared of cats. And so basically, a lot of people are jealous of your height because, see, jealousy is not just. A lot of guys. I had a picture of me and Jesse Jackson on my Facebook page. Some guy he said Jesse Jackson's a sellout. Now I don't know. I wasn't around there. I wasn't with Jesse and what's going on. But he just men to be jealous of the men. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of the reasons for that, Mike and world, we as black people have been collectively and systematically taught to hate one another. And a lot of that began on a slave plantation. If you take note, the slave master hired the white overseer to oversee the slaves picking cotton and other chores to make sure they worked hard and didn't run away. What the white overseer did, he chose an assistant, a black person, generally a man, to also watch over the slaves and make sure they didn't escape.
Yeah, let me tell you the story before I forget it. A friend of mine, God bless his soul, his name was Big Hank. And he said he was homeless, he was laying on the sidewalk in the street. And he says a black woman, a white woman walking down the street. He said a black woman laughed at him. The white woman gave me some money. I never forgot that story. I told you that story before.
Absolutely.
I never forgot that.
Now that's a classic example. What you said of us not understanding our history and not understanding we were the first skin color people on the planet Earth, but as climatology and genetics changed, a lot of Africans went north to colder climates, and the pigmentation changed, as I said, in terms of climatology and genealogy. But getting back to being a tall man in America, being 6'11" is unusual. Most people are not 6'11". I'd experienced a lot of discrimination from black folks, and even police officers have mistreated me. They say mean things to me. They question me. Then you have a lot of people who continue to ask me, do I play basketball? As if every tall black man, the only thing he can do is play basketball. I have 2 college degrees, one in English literature, that's my undergraduate degree, and I have a master's degree in psychology and counseling. And I am a retiree from the state of Illinois as a juvenile sex abuse investigator. That was my job for many, many years. I've been retired since '09. And I'm saying all these things because there's not just prejudice against skin color, you have all types of prejudice. Mike just gave an excellent example of a sister, a black woman, laughing at the person on the streets who appeared to be in dire straits, but the white woman gave the person some money, and she didn't know any better. She didn't know any better. You have a lot of people just have been miseducated and misdirected and are seeking acceptance and validation from white America. And this has been going on for so many years. As I said, on the slave plantation, the black assistant overseer, he was many times more brutal than the white overseer with the whip, because he had to prove something to his masters that not only was he going to reinforce and encourage fear in the black slaves, he knew that he had a job. In order to keep his job and not having to work in the fields, he had to continue to mistreat the same people who was captured just like him. That is another example of what happened recently with Mr. Tyrese Nichols in Memphis, who was literally beat to death unjustly by the 5 Memphis police officers, because those police officers were strategically placed in the black community to terrorize, to brutalize black folks. And that's exactly what they did.
Mike's got, keen as esteem his own country, wise man wherever he goes. I go everywhere to Chicago, Paul for the penitentiary. And I cursed on the radio yesterday. I had to apologize. I had to call no for I curse, but I get mad when I see people come from different country and they get SSI, get home housing, and you got homeless people in Chicago laying on the bridge, and we don't get no help. So a passive person advertises a man's dream. You can't sell me anything. I don't believe what I see. I don't watch the news. I listen to the radio show VON, because you don't think for yourself. Somebody will think for you. The world put a spell on the people, and the man is very emotional. So I wear the world like a loose garment. I'm out here enjoying life. I move around with Big Walt. I got a guy over here. He's hiding in the cut, but he's from a lifestyle, and our lifestyles have changed. Come on, he's Paul from the penitentiary. This is he just spent. This is one of the guys. You guys see him on the video. He spent a lot of time, and he ain't carrying no guns today, and So I'm here for the guys that I talk to the guys that the world gave up on. I deal with the people that come from the penitentiaries and the lifestyle, and the thought become your action become your habit. So I am a gambler 33 years. I don't know what the horse name the racetrack is. I ain't got to talk to everyone walk past me. I found happiness come from within. So it's cool to be a square. Slow lane is the best lane. And yeah, prayer and meditation, you know, because it's never going to be peace on earth, but you get inner peace. Happiness come from within. I'm glad to be talking to these guys every day. I got a couple of guys, you know, we enjoy life today because, you know, they got stuff out here killing people. Now somebody might smoke cigarettes because they smoke cigarettes. I don't judge them for they smoke cigarettes, but I don't smoke cigarettes. So I can know what I can't do. Because 8 million people die for cigarettes, and they ain't gonna shut down the world for cigarettes. No. You know, they ain't gonna shut it down. And see, alcohol, they made $250 billion off alcohol when they took it from Capone, 1929, the Great Depression, bootleggers ran Capone out there, and they took it, and now, you know, this Sunday's gonna be football day. They're gonna make a lot of money off the alcohol. And I don't have no, you know, some people can drink, but I've been drinking 33 years. I ain't smoked a joint 33 years. And, you know, so I'm enjoying life today, because see, I ride a bicycle 7 days a week. I'm 64 years old. I don't look like I'm 64 years because I keep my action. I go to water here. I can go to the car show to be around the people. See, the hermit life is not a normal life. So Mike Scott, Chicago, I use prayer. I'm armed with prayer. God can be a shield. Don't probably work and harm me. And I'm over here with Big Walt. He don't.
I want to talk.
Go ahead. We're gonna shut down. We gotta go. We got like 3. He gonna talk. Got 2 minutes. Go ahead, boss. We got a couple minutes. We're gonna shut down.
Now this is a perfect form of miseducation, misdirection. He having me do the interview, and he doing it for me. But Mike is.
I'm gonna tell you like my girl P. Ray. This is my channel. You know why I put this channel? Because they didn't want the black man to speak. You know, I got a photograph of memory. I remember when I got a photograph. They didn't want the black man to speak.
He's an unapologetic black man, just like Umar Johnson. And Mike is my friend. Whenever I have a problem, Mike goes back to spirituality. He doesn't condemn me, criticize, moralize, or lecture me. He just reminds me to get back into the spirit. And this society is spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
And the spiritual warfare will jump in anybody's head all over the planet and will make you go to penitentiary sober. I haven't had a drink or a drug in over close to 32 years. It'll be 32 years, the 26th of this month. But not drinking and not drugging has gotten easier. But living life on life terms and having acceptance for the things I cannot change, that's more difficult. That is a lifetime of practice. That takes a lifetime of practice. And I got to be careful being 6'11". Of course, people have jealousy issues. Maybe they wanted to play basketball and couldn't. I'm from Brooklyn, where a lot of great basketball players never played professionally. I used to watch them. And I grew up hard in New York, but I'm so glad I was able to get up this morning, and I'm so glad I do a lot of volunteer work, people, and try to help them stay off drugs and alcohol. And this society we live in, we have to be real careful how we think. We got to be real careful how we feel, and particularly we got to be careful how we react.
Yeah. So Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be a square. The slow lane's the best lane. We got 15 minutes on this channel coming up now.